In a very special way, Your Excellency and National Chairman, I would want to equally thank you for appointing the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, the Honorable Norbert Mao. I would want to thank you for appointing the Honorable Beatrice Akelo Okori, Minister of State for Economic Monitoring in the Office of the President. I would want to thank you for appointing Honorable Peter Ogwang, Minister of State for Education and Sports, in charge of sports.
Now, the reason I came today is to talk to all of you about the issue of rationalization. Some years ago, a study was made to see how much there's a lot of wastage caused by unnecessary structures. We noticed that people who try to manage these countries many times don't know what to do. They don't know what is crucial. For instance, and by the way, this is not a problem for Uganda only here, even the whole world. So now, when it comes therefore, once you say, where will the wealth come from? It will come from the private sector. Which aspects of the private sector? Agriculture, industry, services, ICT. Then the question is, what do we do to support these wealth creators? That means you only have the people to back the private sector that are absolutely necessary from the government. You need the army to keep peace, because otherwise, how would you move? And you need the scientists to back these people. You need some social scientists, economic managers, accountants to back up this system. Now, when you create so many groups which are really not needed, but which take away money, which could be used to back the wealth creators, you are making a big mistake. And that's what we discovered when we went for this rationalization. And that's what happens with capitalism. You have the shareholders, the owners, because they are far and they don't have time to see what's happening, they appoint a board. A board. You board, please, you look after our businesses for us. Then the board appoints a management and it supervises the management. Now, when you and they supervise the management, which is money making, bakora sente. Like for instance, we have NEC now. NEC, the one of the army. NEC has got many businesses, including road making now. They have started road making. So in that case, it is justified for us to have a board to look at the NEC, because we don't have time the president doesn't have time to go and see what's happening, to have a board and a management, because the NEC is a money-making body. But UNRWA is a money-eating. So therefore, we said, please, no board where there is no money-making. If it is a government parastatal making money, yes, we need a board, because the government ministers don't have time to go and supervise it. They need a board for money-making companies, but not for these agencies. So that's why, but The Minister of Public Service can tell you how much money we shall save. We found we could save trillions of money by just saying, please, go back to, let's have ministry and work. Instead of having a ministry here, then, now, originally, these agencies were created by our wonderful friends, these foreigners. If you take NADS, for instance, NADS, what was the idea of NADS? The idea of NADS was government workers, government agricultural extension workers are being paid very low salaries. So because they are being paid low salaries, they don't have motivation to work. But you have got a stupid man called Museveni and his friends who have been working for the last 50 years, either for no pay or for very low pay. So, abasulumus mwebali, abatafayo, abakorera bwerere, or abakorera katono. So if you say the extension workers cannot work unless they are well paid, what do? Let's have NADS. NADS, donor supported, have well-paid people outside the government so that they implement a program. How many are they? There are a few. But in no time, you remember there was a NADS coordinator on almost every sub-county. You remember that? So you had the ministry people, the extension workers, and parallel, you had another structure of NADS, now much better paid. They are paid better. The donors paid for a little time, then they went away. Then the government now is the one which was paying NADS. What sort of system is this? And people are running off from the government going to NADS because NADS was better paid. So this is just a summary of what it is all about.
The President raised a number of questions which required pertinent answers. These were, why should government have agencies where they are departments of government dealing in the same area of responsibility in the line ministry?